spiders. Ah! Get off. You're throwing spiders at me, you creep. Ah!
Hello, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is RRF1 time here in, well, RRF1 world. We are at Abu Dhabi for a 100% Grand Prix. That's right, guys, you haven't heard me. It's not 25%, it's not 35%, it's not even 50%. No, it's 100%. And that's not all, in case you haven't read the title or anything. It is performance based here today, so the Red Bull will perform like the Red Bull, the Williams will perform like the Williams, and the Ferrari will perform like the Ferrari. So ideally there's going to be a strategy error somewhere, but other than that, we are here ready for Abu Dhabi. Welcome everyone, and I am just going to get my stream up so I can see the chat. That would be I don't know how you do that, please. We put in the self-promo thing. Now, I'm going to try and be as energetic as I can, guys. But, unfortunately, I am halfway through a cold. I say cold, it could potentially be COVID. But, you know. But I got asked to step up, and I answered the call. So, we have a car out on track. It is a... Huh? Where did you post it?
In Rockies.
You're an idiot. Haas. There. So Gumba is the first one out on track. There he is. Nah. It's, well, I hope you enjoyed the little intro music. A bit of a retro, alright, yeah, just be easier. Okay, we'll ride on board with Gumba, the first car to do a flyer. It's a short qualifying year, so everyone will be keen to get their eye in. I say that, if I was out on track, I'd still do what I normally do, drive around for about 5 laps, not using the RS, get a feel for how the car handles and everything like that. Obviously I don't do as much practice as everyone else, so it's just sort of the way I go about things. Don't tend to get in the way of other drivers. More often than not, they sort of catch me towards the end of the lap. But obviously by then they're backing off once the new lap begins, so more often than not I find myself out on my own. Nah, Gunners, it's alright, man. I mean, things happen. It's just one of them, mate. Gotta say, I do love the updates to this Abu Dhabi. I'm glad the chicanes are gone. They unsettled me personally so much. Just I feel like this track is now so much more flowing. You can attack it more and everything like that. Gutted I wasn't able to race here though on Wednesday, because obviously Monday did a bit of a race. Did I race on Monday? I don't know actually. But Gumba does the first lap of the day, a 24.7. Whether that's competitive, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Yes, for all those jumping in, would you be able to turn the Game Master volume down to about 4 or 5 so we can hear you? The car on board is too loud. Is it? Right, okay. I will deal with that now. Where is it? Live stream options. What is it? The game volume is down already. The microphone volume is quite up.
Basically, what we do as a result, like depending on how many penalty points.
Am I doing it on Mark? Am I doing it on the game, or do I do it via the settings, like Xbox settings? Because my game volume and settings is turned quite the way down. So if settings on the actual game, right, okay. Let's have a look then. Settings. Sorry, just bear with me. Oh God, yeah. I've got everything up to 10. So we'll turn it down to like 4. We'll turn other cars down to 4 as well. We'll keep the speech and the effects on and everything like that, because of course that's what makes everything. Hopefully, that is better. So we'll see. Let us know what you think. I've changed the audio. Anything you want me to change? Let me know. But so far we've got Betches, fastest with a 24.0. Then we've got Gumbo with a 24.7. Then we've got the Reaper with a 24.8. So I need to remember when I'm commentating, turn down the volume. When I am not streaming, or commentating at least, turn up the volume. How's that for you now, guys? Is that okay, or is it too quiet? Because I can barely hear a thing now. Oh, it's the only onboard. Well, to be fair, I barely use onboard cameras. So. To be fair, I might just turn it back up, because not much. I'll turn it up to 7, just so I can hear things a bit better. There we go. My hearing already off, but there we go. Brannan 22.7, yellow flag, sector 2. Looks like a slow McLaren getting out the way. And we've got Whitey with a 23.6. We've got Betches with a 24.0. Fatal Defiance 24.3. Gumba 24.7. Bolton with a 24.8. The Reaper 24.8. The 49 with a 26.5. Still, he's doing what I do. The 49 is going around doing a solo run. Just getting a feel for the track, and to be fair, you can afford to sacrifice soft tyres around it because you don't really need it. So, guys, what are we thinking of this race then? It's a long way to go. It's quite a technical Grand Prix. We should have 2 more people joining. We should have Wilco, fingers crossed, joining, and Matty joining during qualifying. I do want to point out something, and I will do it when. Oh, actually, there's something I will point out to you on Mad Mark's car. Look at that! You can see the side pods on the Mercedes. No longer do we have the 0 side pod Mercedes. It is a side podded Mercedes, and you've got to say it looks a lot meaner. I know you're on your way, Massey. Just get in when you can. I gotta say, Mark, I do like your helmet. It's like a cross between Hamilton's purple helmet that he wore during the 2020-2021 seasons, and of course his luminous yellow that he's wearing now. It's sort of a nice mix between the two. Sorry about that, guys. It's going to happen a few times. But he goes up to 4th with 24.2, so well done, Mark. The 49, who's a little bit up in the second sector, but he's not using ERS though, so he's still just doing his own thing. is on a lap. There's an Alpine there. Is that the Great Ace? It's not the Great Ace. The Great Ace is going around there, but it's Bakey Gaming who really goes wide there. And begins a lap. There is, oh, just a bit too much curb there from Betches, and that lap is invalidated. How frustrating will that be? And Massey has joined. The Massey is here. We're going to see 49 improve this time round. Nope. Nearly 7 tenths off. Ah, here's what I wanted to show you. Tom is on the way. Cheers, Gunners, I know who you are. But guys, I just wanted to point out there's a red helmet with Dark Mark. Dark Mark doesn't normally do red. But he's sporting a red helmet here today in memory of the late great Sir Bobby Charlton, who died earlier today. So obviously thoughts and prayers with his family. Thank you, Sir Bobby, for the memories and for the commitment you did to both English football and well, for a lot of fans across the world. Manchester United, being a director for the club for 39 years after retiring as well. Thank you so much, Sir Bobby. Oh, who is Boo 2K10? Guys, we seem to have a stranger in our midst. Very nice from Dark Mark. Of course, this Aston is quite beefed up. I think at the minute it's still the third fastest car on the game, whereas in real life now it's sort of slipped down to the fifth fastest car, if that. Because in recent races it's sort of been overhauled by Alpine. It's like all the updates have suddenly stopped. A Dark Mark. Very nice. I am liking the updates to the Aston Martin as well. You can see the sort of blue and red on the sort of mini shark fin. There we go, and he goes third with a 23.7. Alright, Mark, get yourself back to the pit and figure out who this Boo 2K10 is. Bolton's just gone fifth in the Williams there with a 24.1. Nice lap time there. I'm sorry. I don't like how quiet it is. I'm used to hearing how loud it is. I like noise. Gaming Minion has joined. Hooray! There's Massey. We'll see what he can do. He's in the McLaren. Of course, the McLaren being one of the surprises of the season. has to say, considering how bad they started, don't forget. And obviously, since Silverstone, really, they've just been on a complete up and up. They've constantly been there, knocking on the door of, well, being an annoyance, really, to Red Bull. A lot of people hoping that they can get that win. Massey goes second with a 23.2. Still half a second behind Brannan. Brannan, of course, being quite quick. And even though he's been given a Red Bull, he won't have that Red Bull for long. Yes, I know. I know there's going to be a few people out there that say, oh, he's a quick driver, why is he given that car? Oh, to be fair, if you're full-time, and you're joining the championship, you start, it is as it is. You start with the cars that are available. And then, obviously, the points you score will boost you up the championship and lower the car that you're in. It's just one of them. Of course, if you hear any noises next to me, I am, of course, joined by my missus, who is playing Skyrim on hers, and she is currently dancing around a dungeon, busting open eggs. Interesting. Of course, joined by... So we've got the egg. I'm bacon. I forget who Emily is. Hello, Emily. Welcome to the stream. What food are you, Emily? Because obviously you've got Becky who's egg. You've got Willow who's egglet. Oh yeah, you're a bean, right? Okay, that's going to be difficult to explain. But basically, she's a clitoris. There we go. Brandon goes fastest, the 22.7. So he's improved slightly. Road. But 15 people now in this. It's looking a lot more better. We've got Stroudy and Gaming Minion. Oh, Tom Stroudy joined. I didn't see that. In the pits, we've got the Reaper. See what is he's down a little bit actually in the first sector. About what? Yeah, I've done that, but apparently it's when I'm on board that is an issue. So if I am on board, then it's fine. Just live with it because I need that noise. It's sort of comforting to me. I mean, to be fair, I've never had to touch the volumes or anything like that before. So... Oh, he's down again, the Reaper. The Reaper's down on this lap. He's not having a good lap. Don't forget, this is short qualifying. You've only got 11 seconds to make it count. Who was meant to be in the other Red Bull? Don't know. Who was meant to be in the other Red Bull, babe? It's on the Discord in somewhere on this Saturday section. Now remember, new guys, do not ready up after qualifying. Whitey, slightly up in sector 2. Oh, he's gone wide. Never mind. Dark Mark is invalidated as well. We've got... well, Daft Tim's isn't racing. It was Daft Tim's Massey, and obviously he's not racing tonight. Massey going... sorry, not Massey. Betcher's going around the final corner. Can he improve? Yes, he does, up to second, 23.2. Got an Alfa Romeo not too far behind. Where does he creep up to? Gumba, who's 2.5 tenths up. Can he force himself up into the wreckage? Ooh, a bit twitchy on the final corner. Up to 10th goes Gumbo for 24.1. Great ace. It's an improvement, but he stays where he is with a 25.1. That is qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. The only car on track is Whitey, but he invalidated. So, that is the grid. Now remember, new guys, don't ready up, otherwise you will force a lobby restart and then be forced to start at the back of the grid. There is a 5-minute waiting period, and I'm not in a party.
Oh, that could be why it's so loud, James.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, there we go. So Brandon on pole, Betches second, Massey third, Whitey fourth, Bolton fifth, Dartmark sixth, Fatal Defiance seventh, Madmark eighth, Tom Stroudy ninth, Gumba 10th, The Reaper 11th, Bakey Gaming in 12th, Great Ace 13th, The 49 14th, and Gaming Minion not setting a lap time in the Alfa Romeo. Be interesting to see how all these guys do as we gear up for the 100% race here around the Abu Dhabi circuit. Yeah? Did I? Yeah. Oh. So, while we're waiting for this, let me tell you a story. A story of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix circuit. It made its debut in 2009. I'm gonna say. I think it was 2009. I don't think it appeared in 2008. 2009, where it was won by Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, Jenson Button having secured the championship previously. Nothing really to fight for. Lewis Hamilton having a really good race. Did really well. Obviously, 2010 saw Sebastian Vettel clinch his first championship here in very, very tricky conditions. When I say tricky conditions, it was because he was put under pressure immensely by the McLarens of Hamilton and Button. Hamilton, of course, in contention of the championship. So was Mark Webber, Vettel's teammate, who was sort of lost after the first round of pit stops, and Fernando Alonso in the Ferrari, who after the first round of pit stops was stuck behind the Renault of Vitaly Petrov, who refused to give up, and that cost Alonso a chance of a third world title, but it gave Vettel and Red Bull their first championships. 2011, it was won by Lewis Hamilton after a wheel failure for Sebastian Vettel coming out of turn 1. 2012 was won by Kimi Räikkönen. Of course, we have that famous radio message of Kimi going, "Yes, yes, I know what I'm doing." And of course, we had the incident of Vettel having to start in the pit lane that day due to obviously engine penalties and stuff like that, and almost hitting the back of Daniel Ricciardo's Toro Rosso under a safety car, which would have really put him out of contention really for the championship, as he was trying to build up a gap really from Alonso after a strong second half of the season after a very, very dodgy first half. Of course, 2013 won by Vettel. Vettel dominated the second half of 2013, won 9 races on the bounce, was not really contested. 2014, we had the championship decider between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton in the Mercedes. Of course, the first season under the V6 era, and the one and only championship race where we had double points at the end of the season. Utterly ridiculous, if you ask me, but that's what happened, and we haven't had it since. Thank God. And of course, Nico Rosberg had the electric failure that forced his car to go really slow. Ended up finishing 14th, whilst Lewis Hamilton won and took his second championship. In 2015, Nico Rosberg won, Hamilton having already clinched the championship in the USA Grand Prix. Rosberg won every race after that, and it sort of put him on the run that continued through the end of 2015 through to 2016 that helped him conceal his championship that year. 2016 was won by Hamilton, although Hamilton tried so hard to back Rosberg into Vettel, but to be honest, I still say this now, Vettel had no interest whatsoever in passing Rosberg. Could have easily done so, didn't. 2017 was won by... For some strange reason I've got Bottas in my head, but I don't think it was Bottas. Actually unsure about that one. I know 2018 Bottas had an absolute howler. Hamilton winning that one. 2019 Hamilton. 2020 it was won by Verstappen. It was a marker laid down at the end of the season. Hamilton recovering from COVID, of course, and didn't really look on it whilst Red Bull did, and you could say that gave Red Bull the confidence going into the 2021 season to to do what they did. And what did they do in the 21 season? Well, thanks to human error, they stole the championship under the nose of Lewis Hamilton on the final lap, with of course Verstappen pitting on softer tyres and everything like that. Hamilton and Mercedes making a bit of a blunder, keeping him out and stuff like that, and that of course led to Verstappen being behind him only once the lapped cars that were between Hamilton and Verstappen allowed to pass, which gave Verstappen the chance to, with all the grip in the world, to absolute dive bomb the living hell of Hamilton and pass him. Hamilton did fight for all it was worth, but to no avail, and Verstappen took the championship. In 22 it was all Verstappen, dominant as always, and to be honest, in 23 I don't think it'll be any different. But there we go. Yeah, exactly, Verstappen winning. Blech. Oh dear. Right. So there we go. You can see the tyres that everyone's on. They're on the formation like Brannan leads everyone away. Brannan on the soft tyres, Betches on mediums, Massey on softs, Whitey on mediums, so a split strategy between the two McLarens, Bolton on the mediums, the Dart Mark on softs. You got Felt Defiance on mediums, Mad Mark on mediums, Tom Strady on mediums, Gumber on mediums, the Reaper on hards. Considering he's in a Williams, I'm interested to see how this develops. Bakey Gaming medium, Great Ace mediums, 49 mediums, Gaming Minion mediums. So who's our money on? And we're hoping for a exciting Grand Prix here, guys. Well, is that Verstappen's helmet? Why would you do that? Why would you depress yourself? You're actually racing with Verstappen's helmet. Here we go, everyone now sorting themselves out on the grid, trying to get temperature into the tyres so they can get the ultimate launch off the grid. Everyone just sort of piling themselves on. You'll see who messes up their entry to the grid when they get disqualified. Do we have any that will do that today? So far, no. There are the 5 lights, they're gone, and we're off. It's a good start from the Red Bull. Betches tries to get across. Can we see what happens? Further down, well, you can see, oh, the Aston Martin there, Dart Mark getting very close to the back of that McLaren. And you can see the Ferrari and the Mercedes side by side. Everyone seems to have gotten away with it. Very nice, guys. And Massey and Betches battling for second as the Red Bull runs away. Of course, Massey on those soft tyres, he is going to have a lot more grip, but the Ferrari is now in the slipstream. We'll ride on board with him. Here he goes. Is he going to send it? Yes, he is. No, he isn't, actually. And he pulls across. Oh, he's been tapped by the Williams. That's going to unsettle the car. Now, Bolton is going to have actually a run at the Ferrari. Bolton there. Is he going to make the move stick? Oh, he's certainly going to try. Yes, I've already mentioned that earlier in the stream there, Gunners. Thank you very much. Right, so now it's my job to look for the battles. It'll be a lot easier after this lap. Got two Alpines there. And a Gaming Minion just rocking up at the back of the field. Massey's already rocked up to the back of the Red Bull. This is very interesting. Because it did look like the Red Bull was sort of storming away. It looked like a traditional Red Bull start, but no, Massey has already like zoomed up to the back of Brannan, and now it'll be interesting to see what that McLaren can do and how much pressure he can put that Red Bull under. I'm going to jump aboard with the Dark Marks. The Dark Marks are quite close here to Whitey. Oh, have we got free wide? Oh, the Williams darting about all over the place. You need to be aware of your spatial surroundings. But Dark Mark gets the pair of them. Oh, Dark Mark gets sort of pushed wide by the McLaren. He's still there, and that allows the Williams through as well. You've got the Ferrari there, a Fatal Defiance, looking for a way for. I think he's past the McLaren now as well. Whitey falling down the field quite quickly. And that was a good piece of driving between all them guys. Sorry guys, I am trying to
Just found this national Skyway
Oh god. My missus has just found Skyrim porn.
The lusty Argonian maid. Version 1, version 2.
There you go guys, that's something to look up on Google. The lusty Argonian maid. Oh, that's very wide there from Bolton. Gotta be very careful with stuff like that. Now, this is the DRS lap now as well, so DRS is going to be a huge thing. Tom Stroudy, well, to be fair, Fatal is going to be the one to benefit the most because he has DRS now. Now, is he close enough to get DRS on the Dark Mark? Ooh, bit of a late on the brakes there. Is that going to cost him? No, it's not. This is going to help him defend from the Williams and enable him to just sort of cruise up a little bit on the back of the Dark Mark. But Massey now within striking range of the Red Bull. Red Bull going defensive when there was no need to, really. Oh, Stroudy there. Stroudy and Mad Mark needs to use the pace of that Mercedes to get back ahead of the Alfa Romeo. He should have the pace. Just needs to be patient and use it wisely. Now here we go. Massey, he's using is he using ERS? I don't think he was. Of course, these guys sort of have got like a 3.5 second gap now to Betchers. Of course, these guys on soft tyres, but here we go. Massey getting really, really close. Is he close enough to pull any sort of move? Not really. And the Red Bull survives another lap. Oh dear. The battle for the lead is on Reaper and 49 there. Of course, Reaper on those hard tyres. Sort of dropping back a little bit from the mid-pack. Oh, careful, you almost did a Latifi. You know what? I'm actually quite amazed here. Oh, hello, that's Whitey passing Bolton. Whitey moves up into 6th place. Oh, the Alfa Romeo, Tom Strowley gets caught out. There's Mad Mark. Needs to use what he can to try and slingshot round that Alpha, and he does so. Very nice. Oh, there's a touch though between Whitey. Oh no, there's a big collision. Oh dear. We got a virtual safety car. There was several incidents in that, and you had Tom Strowley and Whitey involved in that incident, and I believe Great Ace was involved in a hit as well. Now, it was hard to see what happened there, but from what I saw... Okay, so cars in the pits, Gumber pitting now. Has Gumber got any damage? That does look like a wing being held up. Yes, it is. So it's wing damage from the Haas. Who else is in the pit? So that whole incident involved Gumber, Great Ace, Whitey, and Tom Strowley. Now, of course, this leads in a 5-second penalty, of course, for the Alpine man. Hard tyres on for Tom Strowley, as is for Great Ace.
It looks nothing like a whale. A dolphin. Balls. Alright, I'm just gonna call it fish.
So, closest battle on track is the Reaper and the 49. The Reaper closing on the 49, and whether the 49's got ahead or not, I lost track. I cannot remember. Sorry about the pauses in commentary there, guys. Sort of coughing my guts up. But it should be good for a little bit. So here we go. Yes, apart from the odd cough. Right, so we start lap 7 out of 58. Reaper looking for a way through. Now, of course, you've got the DRS zone coming up, so to be fair, that's why you should never really make a move into the first corner. Sending one into this corner isn't bad, because obviously you've got the you've already been detected with the DRS, so if you pass, it's fine. You've got the DRS. Now, here we go. DRS activated, so can he find a way? Reaper pulls out. Is he going to make the move? He's going to outbrake him. You like give us a better angle. There we go. But it looks like a nice clean move. But now it is the 49 that has the DRS, and he will pull out now to the inside, and he will take that position right back again. That looked very tentative between the two. I had to admit, going through there. Whereas the Alpine in the background just misses the curb altogether. Tell you what, the Reaper's really looking for ways through. He's forcing, taking all sorts of different lines there, trying to put the Aston Martin off, but to no avail so far. Massey just seems quite happy at the minute to sit in the DRS of the Red Bull, but this time I say that actually as he looks to power through, and Massey takes the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. It's a very nice move there. Maybe lead. Oh, hello, that's Dark Mark and Fatal there battling as well. You got moves happening all up and down. You got Bolton now going for Mad Mark battling it out. So, Mark getting right onto the curbs there. To be fair, Fatal's been sort of edging up ever since the early part, ever since, well, the first couple of laps actually. Let's have a look in ERS difference. The Dark Marks used 30% more ERS than Fatal Defiance, so Fatal has a bit more boost to use. Now Brannan, oh, he's looking for a move. He is looking for a move, and he's going to be so close down this straight. So there we go. DRS open, and Brannan zooms back into the lead. Are we just going to have swap after swap after swap? It depends on Massey's exit out of these corners. And to be fair, it did look like Brannan got the better exit, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. 17% of course for Brannan, whereas Massey's got 30 odds, so that's a 20% difference. And oh, the Red Bull tried to squeeze him, but Massey gets back through and leads once again. A good little battle this is turning out to be between these two. Oh, Massey sort of wiggling all over the place, used a bit more curb than necessary. Mad Mark gets ahead of Bolton as well, so he's now up into 6th place ahead of the Williams, and hopefully now he can sort of ease up to the back of the Ferrari. Oh no, sorry, it'll be the Aston Martin now, because the Fatal Defiance has passed the Dark Mark. Once again, you can see that once again he's going for that move. If I was you, Massey, I would just let him go. Don't bother using your ERS down the straight. I just save it for the next one. Excuse me, sorry. Evening, Woodsy. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well, man. I say, guys, I'm so sorry. I am a lot better than this. I've got a hell of a cold. But Brannan survives. Massey did not get back past through the second DRS zone. And if anything, Brannan is pulling away again. We'll have a look now. Once again, the Dark Mark getting very close to the barrier there. I've said hello. For what? Oh yes, Woodsy. Becky says sorry for not answering you on the stream earlier. She is quite bad at tracking stream chats. Now, since Mad Matt passed, you thought he would have gotten away from Bolton, but if anything, Bolton has stayed there. Now he's looking really dangerous, trying to keep an eye on the gaps around us as well, so don't you worry. But see, Bolton very wise there not to pass, because he knows that if he passes there, then the Mercedes will have the DRS back. Surely he's close enough to go for a move. No worries, mate. No extra points for Mad Mark tonight, folks. With no pens, get 2 extra points. Ooh, 2 extra points for no pens. And Mad Mark just sort of slammed the door in Bolton's face there.
Nice. That tickled him. I breathed on him.
Of course, the only issue with Bolton is he hasn't got the ERS. But to be fair, neither has Mad Mark, so they haven't really got much to... Hey. Oh, Massey looks a lot closer now to the back of Brandon. Is he going to find a way through this time round? The Red Bull goes defensive, but the McLaren sweeps round the outside and regains the lead once again. These guys pulling away at about a second a lap. And Fatal has passed his teammate. Yeah, scary movie too.
Oh my god, no. I can't watch this. It's scary movie.
Take my strong hand.
Oh, I'm on TV.
So Massey still leads. Yeah, I did reply to that, Woody. Cheers for that though. Not sure if he heard, so. Sort of status quo really. Only what Betcher's really traction there was a bit of an issue. Don't be surprised to see that, Mark. Oh, what is that? It's an Alpine. That's great ace. He's had an issue. Great ace. Seems back up to speed. Had a bit of a moment. The other Alpine of Bakey Gaming has now been passed by the recovering Haas of TSD Gumber. Gumber are now on 7-lap old softs. The Dark Mark passing Betches, so Betches has lost 2 positions in 2 laps now. One to his teammate, the other to the Dark Mark. Ooh, where's he going? Bloody hell, Betches there almost going off the Bahrain. He's really struggling for traction now. Someone tells me his tyres are overheating. Usually means that they've underfueled. I think it only flashes red once it's towards the end of the Grand Prix. Now, as far as I'm aware, this is quite a fuel conservative, quite a heavy fuel consumption circuit. So, just to see what happens. By the way, guys, just an update. The Red Bull has retaken the lead from Massey. These guys continue to pull away at about a second a lap. Interesting to see how this duel is gonna end. Is the Red Bull just gonna have enough over Massey, or is Massey's experience gonna win him this race? I'm really interested to find out. Ah, thank you for the subscription, Woodsy. That means a hell of a lot. But Fatal now, is Fatal playing the team game, keeping his teammate within striking reach, or is he starting to feel the pressure now? Now, you've got to remember that the Dark Mark is on soft tyres, so his tyres are going to go off fast, but it doesn't stop other, depending on tyre temps, other people's tyres overheating. But it is a long race, and games can be played around these sorts of circuits. Got a nice little DRS train headed by Fatal. Fatal in a lofty third position. Mad Mark though passes Betches, and Betches loses another position. I know, I mentioned it. Ooh, Betches has kept his nose in though, and he's forced Mark into a mistake. They're side by side going through the twisty turny bits. Who's gonna yield? They're still side by side. This is great racing. And oh my god, this is fantastic. Oh no, Mark's hit the wall. Is Mark okay? I think he is. But he ran out of track in the end. That was aggressive racing, and Mad Mark picks up a penalty for his troubles. Betcher's refusing to yield. That's what I love to see. I love to see someone who fights for every inch of track. Oh, careful, Mark. That curb quite often ends a lot of people's races.
Do you feel bad?
Mad Mark really did nearly Latifi it there. To be fair, you had the Reaper earlier that nearly Latifi'd it, and as he's in Williams, it would have seemed quite fitting. Oh, Gumber has passed Reaper, and Massey. Well, that's because Brannon's pitted. So Brannon has gone for the undercut. What has he gone for? A set of mediums. So will this force Massey's hand? You're kidding me? Oh, he's gonna. This is a badly timed pit stop, you've got to say, by Brannon. He hasn't quite cleared these lot. Oh, and he's joined right in the mix of them. Oh well. Wow, he got the Mercedes now. I think Mark moved out of the way there. If I'm honest, and Fatal loses position to the Dark Mark. Dark Mark now moves up into second place. Oh, hello, that is Bolton and the Mad Mark there fighting. You can see Brannon here already siving through these cars like a hot knife through butter. And I think Massey's continuing for another lap. He's already lapped his teammate. No, Massey's in the pit, sorry, he was coming up to his teammate. So there's Massey. Is he going to get out in front of these guys? He needs a quick pit stop. They're coming around the final corner. Dark Mark pits now as well. So it'll be Fatal that leads these guys. I don't think he's done enough. The undercut's going to still work here for Bratton. Just see Massey coming through. There he is. And where will Massey feed out? He feeds out behind these guys. So, yep. Ooh, careful, Massey! Careful! Where the hell is Mad Mark going? Mad Mark literally moved over, slowed down, and let, well, both Bolton and Massey through. Bolton fighting really hard against Massey here. Massey, of course, on much fresher tyres. And there we go. Come on, Massey, you've got the extra tyres. He's through. He's already lost. Well, Brannon's back in the lead by 1.5 seconds. Massey's at least 5.5 seconds behind Brannon. That's how much time he's lost. The undercut from Brannon, plus being stuck and battling with Bolton. Oh, you can see the difference in traction there between Betches and Massey. But this is certainly giving the Red Bull the upper hand. Well, Bolton in the pits, Mad Mark in the pits. There we go. There's Tom Stroudy. Where is Mad Mark? There he is. Is he going to come out in front of Reaper? Looks like he's just going to do it. Yes, he is. Okay. So now we'll jump aboard Massey. You've got DRS and Fatal. Not quite close enough to pass him, but we'll definitely catch him through Sector 3. Very easily. And Bolton's already sailing past the Aston Martin of the 49. But he has lost 7 seconds to the Dart Mark. This is how powerful the undercut is. Oh, look at this. Oh. And Fatal pits. And the gap is 6.6 seconds. And Massey laps his teammate. Now, what does Massey have left in the locker? There's the Dart Mark. He's jumped Fatal. Fatal is only just coming out of the, well, getting up to speed now. There's the others. Well, there's Fatal. There's Bolton. You just saw the flash of him. They're going to be very close as Fatal rejoins the circuit. Fatal was ahead. There's the Reaper. Gumba. Don't forget Gumba pitted for softs. He's on softs again. Is TSD Gumba. Very aggressive strategy from the Haasman. Got Mad Mark here on the back of Tom Stroudy. Tom Stroudy on the hard tyres. Got Mad Mark on very fresh mediums. And through he goes. Of course, the extra performance in the Mercedes will give him, well, everything really. Oh, excuse me. There's nothing really Tom Stroudy can do about it. So, 21 laps have gone by, guys. Let's quickly run through the order, shall we? So, Brannon leads as he continues to sort of eke his advantage out over Massey. 6.7 seconds now. And, of course, Massey second in the McLaren. Lost a lot of time So we've got Betches in a very respectable third, but he's sort of staying out on those tyres probably a little bit longer than he probably should. You've got the back marker there of Whitey battling. There's the dark mark in the background. So Betches, I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do here. Could be a one-stop. Mediums to hards, we'll have to wait and see. There's the dark mark in fourth, doing a grand old job sporting the Bobby Charlton tribute helmet. Failed Defiance in fifth. He'll be annoyed that he's lost as much time as he had to the dark mark. He's got to sort of get it all back now. Bolton there in sixth. Mad Mark in doing very well in seventh place. 49 in 8th on 20 lap old and mediums. Who has the Reaper for company? Oh, the Reaper sends one. That was ambitious. Trying to use that extra grip to his advantage. Didn't quite work. And Betches is pitted. So I'm interested to see where Betches is going to come out now. He's behind Mad Mark. The 49's in the pit as well. And he's on hard. So I'm sort of expecting, unless there's a safety car, Betches to potentially go to the end in this race. Betches playing the long game. But with the tyre strategy that's going on around him, I don't know if that's the right option. I did say at the beginning of this stream about strategy blunders with Ferrari. Well, are we seeing one here with this potential one-stop that we're looking at? Of course, lap 23 out of 58. There's still a lot of time for this race to play out and for stuff to happen. Now Gumba on those fresh softs is now battling Tom Stroud. I think Stroud is under a lot of pressure. He's doing really well here, trying to fend off the Haas car, but to be fair, it's fighting a losing battle. He's on 2 compounds harder. Oh, yellow flag, sector 3. That looks like the Great Ace again, having yet another moment. Now, interestingly, the gap between the top two has gone down from 6.7 seconds to 6.1 seconds. Massey is on a charge. But is there anything he can do? We'll have to wait and see. Fatal, on the other hand, is closing on the dark mark as well. It took only a half a second out of him, so these are like minuscule amounts of time being taken out here. Nothing to absolutely rave over, but you know, it's happening. The times are coming down. He's pulling away from Bolton. Oh, yellow flag, sector 3. That is Bakey Gaming. Well, that's interesting. Wonder what's happened there. Like, so this looks like just a spin or something, but once again, it's another Alpine. The Alpine's really struggling in this race, has to be said. 49. Now gaining on Baker Gaming. Gaming, well, we'll have to wait and see what happens here, but I think a lot of people here are hoping for a safety car, but Gumba with a lovely move there on the Reaper, outbraking him and using those the traction from the soft tyres to get ahead. Gumba has recovered really well from the earlier incident. The soft tyres really working well around here, has to be said. Gumba, I think it was said as well earlier in somewhere in the chat that his pace on this game has got better and better, and it's certainly showing here, despite being in a Haas car.
I tried.
So Gumba now 4.3 seconds behind Betches. You would imagine it won't take that long to catch. Bye! That's probably the most easiest move you'll see. Obviously there's quite a performance difference between the Aston Martin and the Alpine. On game anyway. In real life you'd probably say the Alpine probably has the upper hand on the Aston Martin at the minute. Aston Martin, of course, fading away in real life quite drastically at the end of the season. Okay, Stroudy in the pits. So Tom Stroudy comes out in 13th place on fresh mediums. What sort of recovery can he make after starting the race? I think he was the one started on hard tyres, wasn't he? I think he'll be thankful that they're gone now and he can actually run with a bit of grip, shall we say. Now the car is obviously a lot lighter on fuel. Not much happening at the minute, guys, so you're all sort of evenly spaced out. Brannan has extended the gap back to 7 seconds, so whatever charge Matthew was making, Brannan has hit back and keeping him at an arm's length. When we say an arm's length, I mean 7 seconds length of arm. I'm wondering if why is Gumbo 7.7 seconds behind Betches? Alpine in the pits of Great Ace. He puts on the soft tyre. Great Ace a lap down. Oh, but he has a buddy coming round the first corner. He has a friend to play with. It's Whitey, who's on hard tyres. There he is. And they come out quite close together. The battle for last place is on. I'm going to say, babe, that was an interesting way of pausing it. I'll say that was an interesting pause you did there. And through goes the great ace into 14th place. You're 30 seconds behind Tom Stroudy. Let's see what you can do. 30 laps to go in this Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. No doubt there's going to be plenty more action later on when things start to balance out after strategies. So Mad Mark. Mad Mark looking the closest to about. Oh, he's gone wide again. No doubt he would have got a warning for track limits there. Changing again. Tom Stroudy already caught up with Bakey Gaming. Looking to continue Alpine's misery in this Grand Prix. Sorry. Stroudy going to go for a move? Not quite. But look at that, he's already ahead, practically, coming out of that hairpin. That was such great acceleration there from Stroudy, and Stroudy will move into 12th position. Will Bakey try and fight back? Doesn't look like it, he's falling quite far back through that section, and he will be nowhere near close enough to even attempt to fight back. So Stroudy up into 12th position. 7.4 seconds behind the 49. Will he be able to catch him, I wonder? Oh, God, sorry. Reaper? Oh, no, tell a lie. It's Mad Mark that is closing up for a move as he continues to eke up to the gearbox of the Williams car of Bolton. Just needs to be patient. Just keep eking up. And be very wise when making the move. Don't be over petuous. I say, if you're going to make the move, do it on the second straight. That way you have DRS on both straights. What is interesting is that Fate was not being able to do anything about the dark mark either. Oh, that's Mad Mark making the move on Bowen, but oh, he's been tapped to the rear. Mark, you made the move too early. I warned you about this. He's outbroke him. Let's go to Bolton. I think he's going to have DRS again, isn't he? Yes, he is. Mark's going to have to use everything, but I think the Williams has just got a bit too much, and through he goes, or does he? Mark holds the inside line. They're still side by side. Oh, he's sort of been given the old shovaroo. Oh, Fatal Defiance has rejoined. Didn't even know he left. Gotta say, that was a bit of a shot. Oh no! The AI's pitted Fatal's car. Fatal has had absolutely no luck on this game whatsoever. Bolton's still trying to do what he can to catch up with that Mercedes. I think this time it's sort of just out of reach. He won't have DRS on this back straight, so Mark is free. If I was you now, Fatal, I would just depending on how many soft tyres you've got, just do soft. Just use the pace you've got and consolidate that. I don't know actually, because there's 15 seconds of gap between. Oh, it's horrible. I want that. Now it's Betches. Is he going to go for the move down the inside as well? I think he's gone for it as well. Yes, he has. He doesn't get put into a spin. And this time he keeps the DRS. And he zooms past that Williams and he will move into 5th place. Not much really that Bolton can do. If anything, Betches is closing up on Mad Mark. Of course, we're reaching that stage now where the medium tyres are beginning to drop off. Careful, guys. You hate how close you get to that wall. You can see that Betches is keeping off the curbs, and hello, that is... I think that was the Alpine getting out of the way, to be fair, of the McLaren. Of Massey pitted. And is now on softs. I would love to know the I mean, he's pitted or what? Those are used softs. Oh, Mad Mark and Betches side by side through the first DRS zone. Oh, it does look like that Betches has got the better run. Here we go. You can see the speed and the DRS, and through goes the Ferrari. Will the Mercedes try and hang it out? He does try to outbrake him. Oh, he touches. That was ambitious there from Mad Mark. but the Ferrari is successful. Mad Mark there tried.
Kill me.
Mad Mark tried to fight.
You silly bitch.
Like I said, Skyrim. I'm interested in knowing what Massey's strategy is here.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Nice blood red helmet there for the Ferrari manufacturers. Don't know what's going on with Mad Mark, but he's lost a bit of pace, maybe confidence as well. And now Bolton is back. Oh, over the gearbox, he sends one up the inside. He's being squeezed. Can he make the move stick? Not quite. You know that these two have already had. They're coming together already through that section of track. And Mad Mark pits. Only 16 laps on the mediums. I'm very surprised at that. There's Mad Mark. Got Gumba not too far away. Oh. Brandon's pitted. There's Massey. So. Is this working out for Massey?
Hidden knowledge.
I don't think it is. It's definitely an odd decision. But to be fair, there's quite a few people going onto the soft tyres. You've got Bolton now going onto the hard tyres now, though, so he'll be going through to the end of the race. He rocks up behind TSD Gumba. And that's Mad Mark there, trying not to trip over the Williams of Reaper. Reaper on quite worn mediums now. Well, Mad Mark zooming through. He's on hards as well, so he'll be going to the end of the race. Gumba's certainly giving it a go against the Reaper, and you've got his teammate just behind trying to help him out. So definitely team tactics being played here. Is he going to be like a Sergio Perez to Lewis Hamilton in 21? He certainly backed Gumba into Bolton. It does look like that he's got no ERS, and Gumba has got 70%. That's always a risky line, that. Oh, he's been boxed in! He's been boxed in! That was beautifully orchestrated by the Williams guys! I'm through! Oh no! No, it didn't! Wow! That's shocking! Gumbo was boxed in. How did he make his way through that? He didn't use the escape road, did he? For a minute, I thought that was going to be a beautifully orchestrated team manoeuvre there by Williams, but the Haas has somehow come out unscathed. And Brannan has retaken the lead. Here we go. Bolton on Gumba. And the Williams tries to squeeze him through. Safety car! Safety car comes out. Now, I noticed that there was an Alfa Romeo spun. That is Tom Stroudy without a front wing. This changes the race completely. Now, Betcher's 3-second time penalty. You're under the safety car. How does that happen? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally got a reason for the whole pack to be back together again. There is finally going to be some entertainment in this latter stages of this Grand Prix. Brannan doesn't pit, but Massey does. Be surprised. Well, Dartmax already pitted. Will Mad Mark pit to get off the hard tyres? More than likely. Betches is already on fresh mediums. You got Bolton, who may pit. Gumbo will definitely pit. We've got Fatal, 49, and Great Ace on fresh softs. You're not going to do 18 laps on fresh softs. Okay, not as many people pitting as I thought. So lap 41, we'll go through the order. We've got Brannan in the lead, Massey second, the Dark Mark third, Mad Mark fourth, Betcher's fifth, Bolton sixth, Gumber seventh, Fatal eighth, Gaming Minion in the pits. In ninth, we got Tom Stroudy 11th, Bakey Gaming 12th, 49 13th, Great Ace in 14th, and Whitey in 15th. So, what is going to happen in this race? Well, I can tell you now, guys, that if you like what you see, then do hit that follow button on the Twitch side of things. Of course, if you want to join RRF1, then come and join the Discord, where we have a Monday a Monday division, a Wednesday division, and of course the Saturday performance division. The Monday and Wednesday divisions are 50% races. Equal performance, of course. A lot of cars, like, sort of all over the place. You thought it should be safe to just run around, but to be fair, you should be letting the lapped cars through, guys. So guys, you need to go off track and let the back markers through. Brannan, you need to go off track. Brannan, back off from the safety car and let him through.
Last night I asked you to take them? No, you didn't. Yes, remember? Right before we cut the cake, I went up to you and I said, oh...
There we go, 13 viewers. Thank you for watching, guys. Just sending a message to Brannan. And there we go, I think he got the message. But there's another Alpine behind, and that Alpine needs to catch up. Well done. Well done. And the safety car is in this lap. Back markers are through. Not ideal. But they're free. They are free. Now, of course, the safety car's coming in this lap, so Brannan becomes the safety car. He dictates the pace that everyone goes at. It's up to everyone else to watch out for the car in front. About 15 laps to go of this race. Interesting to see. Oh, Beaky Gaming 3-second time penalty, just not really working. And we are going again here in Abu Dhabi. And if anything, Betches is the one who's got a bit of a run on Mad Mark. Betches is all over the gearbox. And, oh, he's just got sort of swashed there with the dirty air. And I think that sort of poured cold water on it, but it's given Bolton a huge chance here. You see that? Look at Brannon. He's trying to break the toe. Oh, Brannon, you're moving across the track a good couple of times there, mate. Good to see Michael Matthew let all the cars past in this race. I had to message him, mate. I had to message him in order for it to get done. Oh, and that's Betches through on Mad Mark. The extra grip in those medium tyres proving not good for the hard tyre Mercedes. But now he has his good old friend Bolton right behind him. And there he is. Brannon, Massey, Dartmark, Betches, followed by Mad Mark, Bolton and Fatal. Fatal now up there as well. He's got past Gumber. He's now looking to find a way past the hard tyre Williams. He should be able to do it relatively easy. He just needs to pick the moment. But to be fair, Bolton has been quite a difficult customer tonight. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way, just let me put it out there. He's my new teammate as well for Mondays. Which bodes well because he's going to be miles better than I am. I just turn up and score points, that's my job. And then fight whoever I'm on track with at the time. Mark, once again, it feels like it's been a race-long battle between Mad Mark and Bolton here. It's been quite enjoyable to watch. Brannon seems to have put a second gap between himself and Massey. Massey not really been able to hang on to the coattails of the Red Bull during, well, since the first round of pit stops, really. DRS enabled. Oh dear, I'm out of fluids. Oh, there's Betches. Oh, Betches is on the back of the Dart Mark. And I don't know if Mark's got anything to fight with. Does he? No, not really. Oh, he's going to squeeze him. Mark squeezes him right up to the side of the track, but there's nothing much he can do. Oh, your exit there, Mark, was compromised. And it does look like the Ferrari will remain in third place. But don't forget, Betches has a penalty. Fatal moves up. He's got past Bolton. He's got past Mad Mark. Oh, no, sorry, wrong way. So, oh, God, you've got the other Williams there of Reaper there for company as well. See the Ferrari Fatal already scampering off into the distance. Reaper. To be fair, if I was his teammate, I would let him go. He's on much quicker tyres at this stage. He could help your race in other ways. Surely you'd let him through. Oh, he makes the dive into the hairpin. It's a very good move that from Reaper. He's got absolutely no ERS whatsoever. Oh, hello. There's a battle for the lead. There's a battle for the lead. And Massey takes it. Massey leads the Grand Prix, but the Red Bull fights back. Here comes Brandon. Oh, he sent it down the inside. That's a great move. I'd say just within track limits, but what a way to retake the lead back from Brandon. That will no doubt fluster Massey to a degree. Massey has another lap to fight back, and the Dark Mark still hanging on to the back of Betches as well. Not gonna lie, guys, this race feels like it's gone on for eternity, but we've got 10 laps to go. Shows you how long it's been since I've commentated on a 100% race. Whew. Massey sending one round the outside as he, with the extra, well, I say extra grip, he's got about 4 laps worth of extra grip on those tyres. Is it worth anything? Only time will tell. Brannon's the one with the penalty as well, don't forget. So Massey doesn't have to fight too hard. Obviously there'll be that hope that Brandon can get back past and pull away. We saw that Brandon had the pace earlier to easily keep Massey at bay, and Brandon once again breaks super late into that corner. And oh, what's going on there? I think there's an incident between Whitey and the 49. Well, the McLaren has no front wing. The virtual safety car. Whitey into the pits. Soft tyres on, surely. Drive through penalty for Great Ace for speeding under the virtual safety car. Oh, this is an interesting one. Mad Mark is pitted for fresh softs, but the virtual safety car has ended. And the Dark Mark has actually got ahead of Betches. I missed that. I do apologise for some of the stuff that I've missed in this race, guys. I am trying to keep up with everything. But Betches already fighting back, and the Dark Mark concedes the position. Squeezed a little bit by oh, that's a bit of a whack there. I hope Mark's okay. And Fatal's there for options as well. You've got them fighting again. Massey this time holds the inside line. And Massey holds the lead this time. Intensified fighting between these two, all pretty much, well, I'd say all race long. I think there was about 20 laps where nothing really happened. Now the problem is, I think they've got Tom Stroudy behind on fresh softs, and obviously Stroudy is going to be all over these guys because he's on fresh softs, but he's not allowed to interfere. Oh, hello, that's Gaming Minion up into 6th place now. The man who was at the back of this race, don't forget, for quite a while, just silently going along his merry way. 8 laps to go. Moves out. Oh, hello. So, Brandon retakes the lead. Oh, Tom Stroudy, don't get involved. Here we go for round 7. Oh, Massey! This is great fighting between these two. And oh my god, we've got Dark Mark in the Ferrari sandwich. Dark Mark though on the inside. Can he hold it? Oh, not quite. Betches is still there. And the Dark Mark still finds himself the meat in the middle of a Ferrari sandwich. So these guys have lost like 8 seconds fighting to the leaders. Oh, yellow flag, sector 3. Oh, I think it's Bolton. I think Bolton's had an incident. Or is it Mad Mark? It's Mad Mark's going slowly. I think it happened. I wonder if those two had a coming together and Mad Mark's just let him back through. Dark Mark again, going for the move. What do you do in this situation? I think Mark's definitely planning it more, but look at that, Betches trying to go around the outside. Can Mark hang it round? I don't think he can. Betches has got the inside line this time round. Ooh, used a bit of extra curb there, Betches. Now this is interesting. Massey is only 6 tenths behind. Brandon seems to be starting to edge away. 6 laps to go with this race. Still, anything can happen at this point. Yellow flag sector 3. Again, it's the Mercedes of... Oh, no, it's the Mercedes of Mad Mark. And he's got damage on the front left end plate. See that it's missing, so you imagine Mad Mark will be pitting this lap. Be interesting to see what's gone on there. Massey not close enough to make a move this lap either. Tom Stroudy slows down, lets through the leaders. Very nicely done. But no moves made on this lap either. Is that Tom Stroudy that's had an incident? Yes, it is. Oh, Stroudy, careful! What are you doing? Stroudy, you beached. You can reset. There we go. I have a feeling I'm expecting a rage quit in the pits here. Yep, there we go. Stroudy rage quits in the pits. Not happy with him playing silly buggers on the track like that. Oh, his car's actually stopped in the pit lane. I've never seen that before. No! Oh, thank God. I thought for a minute Mad Mark did stop behind, but Betches and fatal. Sorry, guys. Back onto the action. Dark Mark is ahead. Betches, has he let Fatal go? Or is it every man for himself? Maybe Betcher's realising he's the one with the penalty. Should have been fighting harder against the Dark Mark, maybe. Maybe he made a mistake. And then, yeah. I mean, that would explain the way he went off, would he? Through that, a couple of corners. But obviously he'd have to prove that he had wing damage. Massey leads, but Brannan once again. He's going to break as late as he can. And Brannan does take the lead back from Massey. I have no... Well, to be fair, I do know how this is going to go. I just hope it doesn't end in tears. The Dark Mark still in third place. Being chased by Fatal Defiance, who's now on 4 15-lap-old softs. They will not be feeling great at this point, but to be fair, Fatal did not have a choice. He's, I think, as far as I'm concerned, he got disconnected from this race, and his AI pitted him. Oh, Massey again. Here we go. These guys really close together. And Fatal's up into third place, and Massey leads. Fatal finds himself in third position. Is he going to be able to hang on? If I was Betches, now I would do everything I could to try and get ahead of the Dark Mark and back it, and get him away from Fatal.
Oh, Sobrano!
That's me.
Oh, Mark's actually fallen a fair bit away. Did he make a mistake through those first couple of corners? Brannan leads again. These two continuously trading places. Yeah, I get to look back. I get to look back on it, and I know what I saw. So I'll definitely be sending that in when I can. Oh, Dark Mark's back ahead of Fatal. Fatal, of course, doesn't have the traction, but Fatal slingshots back round the Dark Mark. What a battle these two are having. Oh, Betches late on the brakes as well. Fatal runs wide. Please, guys, end this race so I can rest. So, 57 out of 58. I think now is the time to stay with the leaders. We are going to keep an eye on that battle with Fatal and Dark Mark as well. Don't you worry. Actually, no, to be fair, I think this is the more important battle. Because Brannan has the penalty. Oh, Fatal doesn't have the boost that the Dark Mark has, but he has the speed. And he goes around and Betches is going to try the same thing as well, but doesn't quite. Oh, Betches! He's trying to nudge his way through. He's really trying to help his teammate out here. Oh, he's gonna run a little wide there. That's gonna cost him a little bit of time. The Dark Mark survives. We start the final lap. Okay, here we go. I said, Massey, you are the one without the penalty. You don't need to risk anything. Just sit back, follow him home. Fatal, on the other hand, you've got everything to fight for, and Dark Mark knows it. Dark Mark will want that podium. This has been an absolute incredible fight. I'm not going to lie, guys, the last half of this race has been much better than the first. The first stint was great with the battle with the lead. Second stint, absolutely nothing happened. I was bored shitless. The last half of the race, oh, that's Betches! Trying to go for the move, don't get in the way of Fatal. Fatal needs to do everything he can to try and... But I think his soft tyres just have given up on him. Oh, come on, Fatal, is there anything you can do? We come round the final corner, and it is Massey that wins for McLaren in Abu Dhabi. What a race between those two. Trading positions left, right and centre. But it does look like it is the Dark Mark that will hang on to third position. Fatal will be really upset that he won't be there. Dark Mark finishes third, Fatal fourth, Betches fifth. Gaming Minion in a solid sixth, a solid quiet sixth. He's just gone rather unnoticed, really. Gumba seventh, a very credible seventh. Oh no, he got sixth actually due to Gaming Minion's penalties. Okay. Reaper eighth, Bolton ninth. Mad Mark will finish in the top 10. As the last of the unlapped runners. But well done, you top. To be fair, each one of you in the top 10 had great moments in that race. And the reason why I'm including the Gaming Minion is because he ended up there, and I didn't even notice it. Yeah, driving the Gaming Minion without a shadow of a doubt, just sort of quietly went along his business, didn't really get involved in anything. Well done to Massey, fantastic win here. Very, very nice job, and we will get these guys. So there you go, Massey wins, Brandon second, the Dark Mark third. We've already gone through that. Let's get these guys in. 18 people viewing. Thank you very much, guys. If you like what you see, then do hit that follow button. See future content when it happens. At the minute I'm recovering from a cold, so I'm not planning on anything. But I've invited these guys to the party, I believe. I'll try again. You've all got time to join, guys. You got half an hour before the race. There we go. Do not forget to include your audio if the option is there. Actually, hang on. Party. Audio settings. Oh, I forgot how to do it. Live streaming. Party audio on. There we go. So have a look for the message. No mic. Okay, so Brandon has no mic. Congratulations on your win, mate. You did very well. Oh no, sorry. Congratulations on your second place. You did very well. My mistake there. I was just, you led so much of that race. Yes, it wasn't you that came across the line first. It was the man that is in the party, Massey. Late to qualify, yet you still put the car sort of, well, on the front row really, and well, you never really disappeared from there, and you constantly switched back and forth. That's my race.
Yeah, I don't think I had the outright pace to beat Brennan today. He just had the edge on me, like a couple of tenths each lap, but if you can stay in the DRS, then sort of hang on. So I went for a completely different strategy, because once he undercut me in the first stint, I was just losing a couple of tenths each lap, so I was just drifting back, and I thought, well, instead of start being P2, let's gamble and hope for a late safety car, and I got one. So,
you did. Your bacon was saved there.
Yeah.
I honestly could not fathom the strategy that you was planning out, because I was just like, well, he's already passed you. So how is this going to work? But
I mean, the
like
aim was
you
just to
said,
have fresher tyres at the end, and if there was no safety car, then I'd hopefully close in a little bit. But I was sort of settling for P2, but hoping for something to come off. And yeah, Michael Massey strikes again, so I'll take that. Yeah, loved it. I just want to say, that track, Abu Dhabi, there's some of those corners where, unless you've got a good dancing partner, you're gonna crash.
oh yes.
Hats off to Brennan. I think that was his first race in the 100%, and I think it was his debut on Monday. What a driver. Honestly, I went side by side half of that race probably with him, and there was no contact, not once. So, yeah, incredible. You found a gem there.
Oh, good. Hopefully we can keep it. But like I said, Massey, congratulations on your win. What does that do for your championships standings? Because obviously you came late to this championship, and you're already sort of coming up the board. So where do you reckon that will put you now?
Probably same place, or maybe a place or two higher. I'm not after the championship. I'm just enjoying the racing. Hopefully, I'll be in. The idea is to get slower cars each week, and there'll be more battles. But if I have battles like that every week, I'll be loving it.
This is what we hope for the 100%. But congratulations. Moving on to the man that broke the heart of a fatal defiance, the Dark Mark. Congratulations on a well-fought third place. Tell us about it.
Mate, that was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Not just fatal. I know Betcher's had penalties, but the two Ferraris, both of them, that was probably the best bit of racing I've had almost ever. You know, that was incredible. The side-by-side action, space was always there. You could trust each other to make a clean overtake and still make the next corner. It was the side-by-side action through some of the corners. Honestly, that was. I can't believe it. Honestly, that's what performance racing's all about. Honestly, that for me is what performance racing's all about. It was absolutely incredible.
It was.
You know what I mean?
It was good to watch. Like, if it weren't for the battles at the front, I would have been on board, like just continuous watching you guys, because it was so intense. Because obviously you had Agent Betches trying to get involved as well, and he was doing everything he could. Just nothing really opened up for him. But yeah, you kept yourself clean. Fatal kept himself clean, but I'm guessing in the end you had the better tyre life, because of course Fatal managed to do like 18-19 laps on those soft tyres in the end, so I imagine they're looking more like cheese right now.
Yeah, I mean, that was always going to be the thing. I mean, obviously old Mark kept coming up saying the driver, but the car behind you is a second faster a lap. I'm going, oh please, you know, because I was battling him with Betches, and he's my cousin. He's not going to just go, I've got penalties, see you later, mate. You know what I mean? He's going to battle me. It's just it is what it is, and I enjoyed it. I really did, and I saw Fatal catching up, and I personally thought he was just going to fly past and disappear. But by the time he caught up, I think his tyres had sort of seen their best.
Yeah.
And then it was just a case of just DRS, don't burn any battery, and I just dumped it all on the last lap. That's what I did, and it helped. I had about 50% the last lap. And I just dumped it all.
Yeah, Fatal was constantly battling between like 15 and 10%, whereas you had like 30, between 30 and 40%. So you always had that bit extra to play with if you had to.
Yeah, I was just saving it all up for the last lap, and yeah, just dumped it all. Obviously, I got past him down the long straight, and then obviously would have given him DRS for the little straight, but that's where I used my battery and managed to stay in front. But again, just an incredible battle, and GG's to the top two guys. I tried to stick with them on the safety car restart, but there was no chance. You know, absolutely no chance. I stuck with Massey, I think, within a second for about a lap and a bit, and then that was it. I was focused on the guys behind me after that. So well done everyone. It was a brilliant race tonight, and cheers Rara for jumping in and covering the stream.
I did best I could. I had to go quiet a few times, but I do apologise for that.
You've done your best, mate, and that's all we can ask for. It's appreciated. You're appreciated.
There we go, guys. That has been Abu Dhabi week here in RRF1, and to be fair, what a way. It was rounded off some absolutely fantastic racing up and down the field. Thank you to the top three for their inputs. Thank you to the guys for asking me to commentate, and we will see you on Monday with RRF1 streams, of course, or Massey, whichever one, with Massey F1 streaming the Monday division in RF1. Where are we on Monday?
I can't remember. I actually can't remember. I ain't got my phone on me either. I can't check.
Let's have a quick look.
I think it's Singapore.
It is. It's Singapore.
Yeah. The new layout of Singapore.
It is. So Singapore week coming up. So looking. To be fair, I always look forward to Singapore. It's a challenging track, street circuit. So of course, no mistakes can really be had. And as the Dark Mark said, the new layout is to be experienced for the first time by a lot of us. So. Do tune in for that at 8:30 PM on Monday on Massey F1. But for me, guys, personally, thank you very much. If you like what you see, hit that follow button. Take care. All the best. Peace.